Hello, Rita ma'am. Crystal, can you hear me? Weave manje, they can hear. Okay, they cannot speak. Okay, okay. Thanks, Crystal. Please post on the groups also so that girls start joining. Thanks. Okay, ma'am. Waiting for Neeti ma'am to join. Girls, and also ma'am, in case I miss any question, just put it in the chat box or the comment so then I can ask her again. Yes, Neeti ma'am is here. Ma'am has joined. Neeti ma'am, you I think have to send me a request to join the video. Join through video, which I can accept. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, Rita ma'am, I guess Neeti ma'am has to send me a video request so that I can accept her live video. Hello, Neeti ma'am.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Nice to be with you. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can. And can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
If you could increase your volume a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now is it better?
Yes, yes, yes. Much better. Yes. Great to have you here, ma'am.
Same here. Looking forward.
Thank you. We'll start at 6:30.
All right.
Just
So
students are still joining. Yeah.
you have it's a lovely concept that you have
Thank you, ma'am.
to
Thanks a
recap.
lot.
I think
Yeah.
it's good for the college students and it makes so much sense to them in their own language. Radio jockey, nutri jockey. Yeah.
And also, ma'am, they are interested now because of this digitalization that has happened. They are all the time on the Insta or Facebook. So it becomes easier for them also to connect and learn
Absolutely.
something new.
And it's I mean, they are very, very familiar with this, and it kind of is just too relevant to them.
Hmm.
Uh, Very true. And again, it's something you can do from anywhere. I mean, you don't need
Yeah,
to be in a,
absolutely.
so even if they are elsewhere or they're traveling, they can listen in.
Girls, in another minute or so, we will be starting our session. So please post on the groups also in case few more are going to join. They will keep joining, of course.
So, do you have students who are kind of trying to follow vegan diet or who ask about it on a personal level?
Ma'am, it happens at times. Sometimes what happens is if they are following someone on the social media, no, it can be celebs, it can be anyone who is, if they are practicing or if they are sometimes, exercising, gymming, and they come across something new, they do ask us and also they try to follow then those diets.
Right.
Okay, good evening, one and all. It's a real pleasure to organize any activity under the National Nutrition Month. And as a part of this, we last week only, in the first week of this month, started the first episode of Nutri Jockey, and this is the second one. We are very fortunate to have today with us Mrs. Niti Desai. She is a consultant nutritionist. She is practicing in South Mumbai and she is attached to Kambala Hill Hospital for past 17 years. She is secretary and master trainer of the Association of Diabetes Educators. She is co-editor of Indian Dietetic Association's Clinical Dietetic Manual 2018 and she is authored chapters for various textbooks as well. She is the joint treasurer of Indian Dietetic Association Mumbai chapter, and she is also a regular columnist in health and nutrition for past 18 years. She was an official nutritionist for Femina Miss India in 2008. I welcome you, ma'am, on this digital podium. It's a pleasure to have you with us. The
Thank you so much.
today's topic is on vegan diet, and so I would like you to just give your thoughts on what is a vegan diet.
Right. So I think vegan diet is again one of the, I won't say kind of fad diets, but it is something that is very fashionable to talk about. And a lot of people, a lot of celebrities are kind of following a vegan diet
Yes,
and a lot of interest uh, in this form of having a plant-based diet part of your lifestyle. So, in a brief, a vegan diet means a diet which does not include any animal-based products. So that obviously means there is no meat, there is no mutton, there is no chicken, fish, no eggs, but there is also no dairy because dairy also
yes,
is an animal-based fruit.
product.
And strict vegans, in fact, also avoid honey, They will avoid gelatin, which may come in some desserts or in capsules, because these are all animal-based products. So a complete no to animal-based product and a plant-based diet is what is primarily a vegan diet.
Very good. So, it is gaining popularity, as you said, is only because of many celebs are following it, and people tend to follow the celebs. What type of foods can be included in a vegan diet, or what type of foods are included in the vegan diet?
So it's basically a plant-based diet, but with
Hmm.
the Indian diet, it is a kind of a challenge because,
Hmm.
in fact, it's very easy to for an Indian diet to become a vegan diet. We stop having the yogurt, dahi, or milk, and this is because primarily Indians are vegetarians. So if you
Right.
just knock off the dairy, then you're actually on a vegan diet. Now, this vegan diet may mean a plate full of vada pav, samosa, chaat, followed
Hmm.
by your dessert.
Right.
So like jalebi, and this also is a vegan diet, but that is not the whole idea of following a
Right.
plant. The plant-based diet primarily means that we include different food groups in terms of cereals, pulses, dals, nuts, seeds, all plant based.
Ma'am, I think your voice. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. So basically, a vegan diet can be very healthy way of life, but it can also be we can continue being unhealthy and think that we are following a vegan diet, and which will in
Okay.
fact turn into a lot of deficiencies.
Oh, that's nice. What are the negative impacts of going on a vegan diet? As you said that the type of cooking method that is used while preparing the plant-based meal may be one of it, but any other negative effects on if we go on a vegan diet?
Some of the vitamins, some of the minerals are basically get it from animal-based foods. For example, vitamin B12 is most
Hmm.
of obtained from a non-vegetarian source.
Correct.
Similarly, you look at vitamin D. Again, you get non-veg foods. Protein. So unless we make sure that we include enough pulses, dals, and even other grains, which I may talk about later, if you are just going to have your roti rice sabzi, there will be no protein in your diet. The protein is very low, and
Yes.
enough studies which have shown that Indian diet is particularly low in protein, and
Yeah.
most of our issues are basically stemming from here that we are a carb-rich country. We love our carbs. So now, if we are going to eliminate dairy, then we'll have to pay particular attention to get in plant-based protein-rich
Okay.
foods in our.
And also, ma'am, then the concern would be the good quality proteins because we completely rely on plant animal based stuff for good quality proteins. That's right. Does vegan food give enough nutrition or as much as non-vegetarian food? The same thing as you said.
So, a carefully planned vegan diet can be very healthy and can give you all the nutrition. But the important bit is carefully planned with inputs from a qualified nutritionist. If you tomorrow, a vegetarian just decides to drop dairy and says, I'm a
Hmm.
vegan, then she runs the risk of going into many, many nutrient deficiencies,
Correct.
and the list would be long. So it would also mean calcium, zinc, iron, iodine. It has to be properly planned. That is the bottom line.
Correct. So, ma'am, if at all a vegan diet is followed, how about the omega-3 fatty acids, or as you said, other vitamin D or B12? How can we supplement ourselves with these nutrients?
So vitamin B12 is basically there aren't too many plant-rich foods which are
Yeah.
rich in. vitamin B12. Of course, there was a whole theory that in the Indian diet earlier, the vitamin B12 came from green leafy vegetables because they were kind of, there was enough microbes there, they were contaminated. But in today's day and age, the only source of plant-based vitamin B12 source is basically the seaweed, what we call nori, which is basically used a lot in Japanese food, in sushis and
Japanese
sashimi.
food.
It's not something that is very uh, uh, common, traditional to our Indian diet. So then very often it's vitamin B12 supplementation. But those
Right.
who are sushi lovers can definitely make sure that they include the nori, the seafood in their diet.
Okay.
Uh,
Good.
Similarly, for omega-3 that you asked me, so we have our, flax seeds, walnuts, which are rich sources of omega-3, but then this is basically the ALA, while the
Okay.
DHA and EPA, which are the more important omega-3 fatty acids,
Omega.
only are obtained from animal sources like fish oils.
Mm-hmm.
Again, and I have enough patients actually who, when we are trying to do omega-3 supplementation, not vegans, even vegetarians who refuse to take a fish oil supplement because they are
Yeah.
strict. So then now
Vegetarian.
we have algal supplements, which basically the
Okay.
omega-3 is there in the sea algae, kelp, which the
Mm-hmm.
fish eat, and that's how they get their omega-3. So we can have
Okay.
those algal supplements
Algae.
as the plant-based omega-3 source.
Oh, that's really nice. Even we didn't have the idea that these things can be used. Does lack of milk products affect the development? Like if it is an adolescent?
I think it's a very, very important and a good question. Uh, Again, because we are Indian diet is primarily vegetarian and we rely on our dairy as a source of first class protein. In this growing up years, if we eliminate the dairy and if we don't plan our diet well, if we do not get in sufficient protein, then there is a risk of growth retardation. In fact, there have been scientific studies that are showing that there are no benefits of going on a vegan diet in childhood or adolescence. In fact,
Okay.
it will have issues with a few developmental, there will be issues of developmental disorders. So I think vegan diet can be contemplated if at all in the adult life, where a person makes an individual choice and plans it, but to give it to a child or to an adolescent may not be a great idea.
Because, ma'am, we come from a culture where domestication of animals is very commonly done, and most of our rural areas, if you see, they believe that if the child is not eating food, also it is okay if you have a glass of milk. So at times, this is what is our culture. As you truly said, it is difficult in the growing years. Does being vegan link directly to weight loss? I mean, that is the common trend, I guess, now, because most of them feel that, okay, if Virat Kohli is doing this or Anushka Sharma is doing this, I should follow. And they are the icons for them. So, is it linked to weight loss directly?
So yes, I think there are two issues here. One is that it can lead to weight loss if you are doing a healthy plant-based diet, because
Okay.
most of the weight loss programs, if you realize, rely on elimination of food groups. So you eliminate entire food groups, obviously your intake drops because you're not having those. There is a calorie deficit and weight loss occurs. Okay, so now when
Correct.
you're eliminating dairy,
Hmm.
you're eliminating, of course, all non-veg and completely eliminating dairy, the fat that goes with dairy, there will be weight loss. But at the same time, we have enough vegans in our population in this city who don't take
Hmm.
enough milk and are still obese because their diet consists of a plate of samosa and chaat. And
Oh.
yeah, so
Hmm.
it can have a
Correct.
very vegan diet also. So it's not necessary that you follow vegan diet and weight loss is going to happen. And we are actually a case in point. Indians are a case in point because There are enough people who are strictly vegetarians with very little dairy, and still we are not all very lean. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. But ma'am,
So,
suppose a bakery product is there, or suppose they want to, so do we have such type of vegan substances or ingredients which we can replace instead of the like egg, if at all I have to replace egg in a bakery product. So instead of egg, any other substitute is available for vegan people who are going to consume bakery products?
so we have lots of, now, in fact, even ice creams, which are vegan ice
Mm-hmm.
cream, which basically
Okay.
forms a basis of dairy, but we have enough
Hmm.
vegan. Similarly,
Okay.
you will you will have kind of bakery products also, where we would use different types of flour, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
instead of using the eggs or the dairy or the butter, okay. So it is very much possible, and this market is kind of only growing. Some people take adapt to the taste very well, others don't
Mm-hmm.
enjoy. So there are enough people who are now, instead of having milk, are having almond milk,
Oh,
soy,
yes.
right?
Soy milk.
So those
Mm-hmm.
numbers are only increasing, but unfortunately, these other milks do not give us the same nutritional punch as the dairy milk gives in terms of
And
protein, calcium, B12. Or it has
I guess, ma'am, even the cost is also too high for general public to consume. Almond
absolute,
milk or
absolutely. I mean, going for almond milk, or even having copious
mm,
amounts of nuts to replace the
mm, okay.
will not be always easy. And when it comes to celebrities that you mentioned, I
Mm,
think we need to keep in mind that they have somebody who's looking after their diet on a day-to-day
yeah.
basis.
Yes, yes.
Very well planned, all the deficiencies are being taken care of. So
Right.
it's not fair to compare a layperson going on a vegan diet to a celebrity going on a
Yeah.
vegan diet.
Correct.
Even in that case, I think at some point, one of the actresses who follows a vegan diet, Sonam Kapoor, she did mention, come out saying that she's suffering from iodine deficiency.
Mm, yes.
So there, the problem is that when we are trying to be very healthy, you also try to change the salt. You start using pink
Yeah.
salt, you start using
Yes.
sendha namak. You will not use
Mm,
the regular salt, and this will add to the iodine
uh,
deficiency. We need some amount of
correct.
iodine, which only comes
Iodine.
from ice salt. So make sure somebody who's trying to go vegan, make sure you don't make a switch to the salt. Also use the iodized salt.
Mm, correct. That's very important point. Ma'am, is it recommended that those who are lactose intolerant they can switch to vegan diet?
So again, I think lactose intolerance has been really blown up.
Yeah.
Almost become fashionable to say that I'm lactose intolerant. Yes, as the age advances and we as a race are more lactose intolerant than the others. But well, in most cases, what we find is that people may not be able to tolerate milk, but
Mm,
very often they are tolerate paneer and dahi
correct.
or yogurt,
Curd.
curd,
Okay.
paneer, yogurt. So that is kind of tolerated. So it's not always necessary to go vegan to avoid lactose intolerance. Try other sources like curd and paneer, buttermilk, because it gives you enough first class protein and calcium. But of course, if there is a serious issue, then yes, you can move to other milks, types of milk, but you will have to get your B12 calcium from other food sources, because the other
Right.
milks will.
Not give the same nutrients. That's right. Mm. Is it possible to build muscles while being vegan?
Yes. So again, I think people will give
Man.
example Serena Williams, Virat Kohli, who are of course elite sportsmen. It is very much possible, but we will have to incorporate sufficient protein from other sources, which could
Hmm.
be stepping up your intake of pulses, dal. You also get now combination of pea protein along with chickpea
Yes.
protein and brown rice protein. So yes, we can have increase our muscle mass, but the protein intake will have to be supplemented.
Ma'am, what is your take on vegan food consumption by adolescents? If at all, and is it possible that some people might say that 1 month I want to go vegan and then next month I do go to a regular diet and maybe see whether I am able to reduce now and then increase and then let's see what happens to the next month.
I mean, following for a short period of time is not an issue, okay? Because then we will not be running into deficiency, long-term deficiency.
Hmm.
Uh, it is people who want to follow veganism as a lifestyle change forever.
Hmm.
That is
Correct.
where issues kind of
The
come in.
problem.
Yeah, yeah,
Correct.
and who follow very strictly. So again, I mean, if you're going
Hmm.
to be vegan in the sense that you're lacto vegetarian, that you avoid all the meat, but you're
Hmm.
okay with dairy, then it's not such a big
Very.
problem. But a strict
Okay.
vegan will have to be carefully planned.
Wonderful. Okay. There's one question from Rita ma'am. Girls and boys who go on a vegan diet, will there be any gender differences on?
Yes, I think again a great question. So the boy, obviously, you're talking about adolescent boys. Their requirements are higher than girls, especially the protein
Hmm.
requirement, caloric requirement, and similarly, because the caloric requirements high, the vitamin and mineral requirements are also higher than girls. So more challenging to meet the requirements. And in case of girls, at this age, the iron becomes a challenge. We need to meet the iron requirement, which again, as we know, Indian diet is low in iron. We have serious issues of anemia in the
Anemia
yeah. So if
population.
to a girl is going to follow a vegan diet, we'll have to make sure that there is enough iron-rich foods in the plan.
Right. Ma'am, are there any studies which show that consumption of vegan food affects lifestyle diseases like CVD or diabetes?
So basically, it's a mixed bag. There are certain studies, even big RCTs, which show that when they when the people followed the vegan diet or the heart friendly diet, American Heart
Hmm.
Association diet, they did not
Hmm.
find any differences, changes in either blood sugar
Hmm.
levels, lipid levels, even weight loss. There was no significant difference. The
Hmm.
significant that was found was only in the CRP levels, which means that a vegan diet can be a very good anti-inflammatory diet.
Okay.
While a few other studies have shown that vegan diet can be protective when it comes to heart disease uh, or diabetes, but a vegan diet where there is B12 deficiency, where B12 has not been taken care of, can
Hmm.
be adverse for heart health.
Yes.
So a
Correct.
properly planned vegan diet
Hmm.
is the is most important.
Okay. Uh, Girls, if you have any questions or anyone has questions, please put on in the comment. Ma'am, it was really interesting to note so many things as we all know that vegan diet is expensive, but also if it is planned properly, we can definitely some of them after post-adolescence can try if they want to, not during the growing years. And also, ma'am rightly pointed out that there are very few supplements very few other plant sources from where we can get B12 or other things. So we have to monitor those things as well. We have one question from Keosha. Is it possible to build body without supplements on a vegan diet?
Uh, right. Uh, that would be difficult because there is no plant-based product food which has lot more protein and less of calories or carbohydrates. If you step up the protein intake, your carb intake will also go up, your caloric intake will go up. So there will be increase in body, but it will not be only muscle mass. You will gain weight. So if somebody is looking at serious increasing lean body mass or bodybuilding, we would have to include plant-based protein.
Right.
The diet with plant.
Yeah. Now we have another question. Is it true that soy milk causes hormonal imbalance and can make PCOS worse?
Yes, I think it's a great question and most commonly asked question. Uh, so if taken on a regular basis, we not, if it's taken 2 to 3 times a week, it's fine. But if you're going to go vegan and have soy milk on a day-to-day basis, there are certain unresolved issues in women and in men also. So excessive soya consumption, excessive soya isoflavone consumption has its challenges. So yes, if you're going to, I would say it should be a combination of soy milk, oats milk, almond milk, if you want to go vegan and you want to avoid dairy completely. But if it's a glass of soy milk, but when you go, what happens is you'll have soy milk, you'll include some tofu, you may have some
Yeah.
miso. A lot of soy
Yeah.
products will be included to
Yes.
step up. That is something we are not very keen at the moment.
Because I'm also the soya chunks and all taste little similar to the non-vegetarian meat. So maybe sometimes people can substitute instead of chicken, they can substitute it for soy products.
No,
There's a
absolutely.
question.
We have to eat soya because soya is one of the richest plant sources of protein. It's right, so it's 40%. So soya have to be part, but excess soya consumption is something that we need to still look at.
Ma'am, then how many servings do you suggest for soy? If at all it is either milk or soya chunks or
Yeah,
soya flour?
yeah. So that's what, if we are
Mm.
also going to do soya atta and then we're going to do
Mm.
soya chunks and we're going to have two
Mm.
glasses of soy milk in a day.
Yeah.
Okay. So what has been suggested is around 40 grams of
Mm.
soya on a daily basis or its equivalent.
Okay.
So if soya rotis and a glass of soya milk in a day, not an issue. But if there's again tofu and there is miso and there is soya chunks on a daily
So in
basis, yeah.
every meal you cannot have the same thing. Right. There's a question, if in a family one person is vegan, the other is not, does it affect the lifestyle? It will.
Complete, complete.
Yes, it
Uh,
will.
start with the fights in the kitchen because basically two
Yes.
different meals have to be prepared
Yes.
and the logic have to be worked out.
Yes.
If again, if you are going to follow a planned vegan diet, but as I said, if you are going to continue eating our vada and samosa,
Hmm.
eliminate the dish and say I'm vegan, uh,
That's not
it might be to
not
follow, but be detrimental to health.
very true. I guess we have covered all the questions, ma'am, and I'm very happy to say that there were really. Acha, one more question. If we consume garden cressets, how much we should be taking on daily basis? Garden cressets. Okay.
Yeah, so that is basically called halim in the Indian parlance of halim, and it is one of
Hmm.
the rich sources of iron.
Hmm.
So you can basically, if you can have up to 2 teaspoons of Halim garden press seeds every day, a very very good source of iron, and in fact even of actually calcium, which is kind of contradictory because both of them don't get absorbed together. But yes, definitely it can be part of the diet.
Thank you so much, ma'am, uh, on behalf of Department of Food and Nutrition at Maniven Nanavati Women's College. We are really honored to have you, and you have answered all our questions so well. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Not at all, my pleasure, always my pleasure. And thank you, and thank you, Dr. Rita, for having me.
Thanks, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.